That's me, Connor Rush. And one day I'm gonna play in the NBA. I realize there's a chance that won't happen, but all I know is just as long as you have a heartbeat, there's still time for your dreams to come true. Genetics, environment, opportunity. That's what these kids all have in common. If I'm going to get my letter, I'm going to have to create each of those myself. The thing I need most right now is a college recruiting letter. That's how it all begins, or so I thought. My mom found this basketball program that's very different. It's every day, it's really strict, the coach played pro, the competition's crazy high, and there's even a book that tells you what to do every day to make it. I don't know what to expect, but I hope it works. This is what I've been working for. Every day, every game matters more than anything in the world.
Look at especially if you grow up in a poor family, one of the main problems that you face is you're worried about paying your bills. So you say, someday I'm going to get to a point where that is no longer an issue. I'm going to make it. I'm going to be successful. They're not doing it thinking this is going to make me happy. I very rarely see that.
Everyone makes mistakes. It's our job to minimize them.
Here's this play I'm talking about. Just good hustle. What is Kevin Love doing? I don't know.
He's just batting it.
My goodness. That's high.
I know how hard I've got to train now, and I know it'll be near impossible to make D1, but the NBA is my goal. It's just gotta be. I mean, the NBA is the one place where you can be born a man, live like a warrior, and die as a king.
messing up, you're not trying hard enough. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. You go harder and harder and harder until your body has no choice but to improve. If you're not messing up, you're not trying hard enough.
We don't have a deficit of attention. What we have trouble with is regulating our attention. As ADHD coach Brett Thornhill puts it, it's like your brain keeps switching between 30 different channels and somebody else has the remote.
I was small. I was different from all the other players. You know, it felt like I had to adjust to them, but really they had to adjust to me because they never seen a guy my size playing against them once they got the ball, not at half court, but at 94 feet, as soon as they take it out and make them work to get across half court.
Between school starting, morning boot camps, evening workouts, and the extra work I do at home, I'm sacrificing a ton. But no sacrifice was as large as skipping the NBA game on TV to work out. Coach says you're either a fan or you're a player who will one day have fans.
Great ball movement there. Another stop and Ibaka with a throwdown. Goes out, Hernan Gomez. Steady Freddy! Drive, dumps it off. Lowry on the ball. Raptors have 2 timeouts. Great denial right there. Lamb's just got to throw it up. Yep, it's good, Jack. And the Hornets win it.
Timing, perseverance, and 10 years of trying really hard will eventually make you look like an overnight success.
I got it in the mail yesterday.
I know. Like, who still sends stuff by actual mail? I was trying to be cute.
Thanks for thinking of me.
So, will you be there? We got beer.
Sorry, I've got workouts and a game the next day.
So, your costume is a basketball player?
No, costumes are fake. This is real.
Okay, baller. Call me when you change your mind.
But 22% admitted they used alcohol on a regular basis, 13% marijuana, and 7% cigarettes. At its youth treatment facility in Plymouth, Hazleton says nearly half the teens admitted for treatment are for addiction to prescription painkillers or heroin.
A local success story took a tragic turn this morning. Len Bias, the Maryland University basketball star on his way to becoming a world champion Boston Celtic, died of an apparent heart attack today.
Have patience. 0, 50, 100. Basic rule of thumb. The first time you have the ball on offense, never shoot it. Never drive. And never make the home run pass for an assist. The second time that you touch it, 50% of the time, shoot it, drive, or pass for that assist. The third time that you touch the ball, shoot it every single time. Drive every single time. Go for that assist every single time. And at that pace, everyone will touch the ball. The offense will stay in flow. And we'll have our best chance to score. Because we will be taking the best shots. Now you can break this rule 5 times. You can come down the court and shoot a 3 right when you touch it. You can go in for that layup right when you get it. You can throw that pass right when you see it, but you get 5 times. And if you go 3 for 5, you get 5 more. But if you go 2 for 5, or 1 for 5, or 0 for 5, stop. No more for the rest of the game. It's that rule of thumb that will teach you the proper patience. 0, 50, 100.
Show me the money! That's it, brother! You got to yell that shit! Show me the money! I need to feel you, Jerry! Show me the money! Jerry, you better yell! Show me the money!
There are 5 levels of inspiration. The 5th level is you're uninspired. The 4th level is you're inspired by negative. The 3rd level is you're inspired by positive. The 2nd level is you're inspired by yourself. And the 1st level is you inspire others. The further up you are on this list, the better that you're going to do. The further down you're on this list, the less you're capable of.
earn coins that can be used to buy gear or used around town, like at the movie theater or at a diner. I think it's to push those who are less motivated than I am, but I still want to get more coins than everyone else.
That's why when somebody say, man, you know, when you get to the NBA, don't forget about me and all that stuff, I should say to them, well, if I don't make it, but you don't forget about me.
What you use your dollar for Dad? Origami gift from Connor.
Oh, very nice. Look, it's
$1.
Be loud. Keep talking. Be a leader. Mom asked if I wanted a job. I figure a basketball scholarship is worth $20,000 per year, so I'd rather receive one of those in the mail than a check from working as a waiter. My parents deserve to not have to pay for that.
I could have been a contender. I could have been somebody. Instead of a bum. This is what I am.
So there's these boot camps at 6 in the morning. The focus is to make us stronger, but right now, it just makes me tired. They're optional, but I don't see anything as optional when the only option I want is the NBA. Coach says it's best to work out in the morning before your brain figures out what you're doing. But I think it's more about making everything you want mean even more to you because of what you've been through.
Really listen to me. What? White men can't jump.
A lot of people, when they feel inadequate, bored, unfulfilled, try to get rid of this sensation by going shopping. We have a whole world based on happiness consists in the possession of things. A lot of people spend all their daytime shopping. That's the thing to do. You go out and shop and come back loaded with all kinds of things. You can't use that many things. You can store them, you can put them away. But you can't live in 6 houses at once. You can't drive more than 1 car at a time. So we tend to become absolutely overloaded with possessions.
Every year, they give the top 50 players in attendance an award, and they also induct a new person into their Hall of Fame. I want to be on both those lists. Be loud, keep talking, be a leader.
this is a terrible story that every parent dreads. Their child bullied at school. Now, one California mother is taking legal action to bring about change.
You know, my dad was a fantastic coach, but as a parent, he lacked a lot.
Every month, they have clinics covering one of 6 aspects: ball handling, shooting, offensive skills, defensive skills, rebounding, and inside scoring. I love the in-depth stuff. I thought I got my first letter in the mail today. There's just a fake letter from my mom, the college of our hearts. I know she meant well, but I feel kind of dumb that I got so excited. There we go. Now we're cooking.
body image really sets some standards around self-esteem and positive identity development.
There's steak and there's candy. You might love both, but both aren't good for you. Most programs, they give you candy. Our program, we give you steak. They give you easy drill after easy drill. They scrimmage you. You have fun. But after a while, your teeth are gonna rot out. We're gonna give you steak. Whereas it's not as great as candy sometimes, you will improve. We're gonna work you harder than you've ever been worked before. And we're gonna give you the nutrients you need to improve as a basketball player. Don't get confused between steak and candy. And for those of you who happen to love steak, this is the right place for you.
Saying how Michael was tired of taking a physical abuse from the Detroit Pistons and wanted to start a strength and conditioning program, but he was afraid to lift any weights because he didn't know what the effects were going to be on his game.
Take the most amazingly talented team of 12 players in the country right now. If they replace the worst player on their roster with you, and you would be inspired to work harder than you are now because of the opportunity, then the fact you aren't working that hard now is one of the reasons you can't make that team in the first place.
Over the last 7 days, 5 juveniles have been arrested in Bay County, all charged with felonies. The youngest, just 14 years old.
It was just a buildup of anger and frustration, just having it all bottled up and not being able to express myself. And at that point, it just came to a head.
You just heard a ball slam, and the next thing you know, Sprewell has PJ around his neck.
you sure you're ready? All right, show me, go.
What all this darkness brings, and what all the jungle thieves that can't lie beyond their eyes. Yeah, I was once hooked on trust, but now I'm an addict of
On Saturdays, we have open gym. This is when we can just play without the coaches telling us anything. As much as I love the pressure and constant corrections, this is fun in its own way.
When you get hurt, and you will get hurt, immediately ask yourself, is this a 3-minute injury, 3-day injury, 3 weeks, or 3 months? If it's 3 months, stay down. Don't worry about it. Same for 3 weeks, possibly. But if you feel that it's 3 days or 3 minutes, get up immediately. You must learn the difference between these types of injuries. And you only do so through experience. You only do so by getting injured. So figure it out fast.
I know the one who falls and gets up is stronger than the one who never tried. But what if I don't get up?
Awash in gasoline. And there are 2 implacable enemies in that room. One of them has 9,000 matches. The other has 7,000 matches.
Be aggressive, nothing negative.
And I believe we can positively change this world. It is wrong to think my generation will destroy this earth. You may not think so, but the world is good.
Rebound goes to the Cavs. J.R. Smith brings it back out. Throws to Hill. Hill shot blocked. And we'll go to overtime. You get the feeling J.R. Smith thought they had the lead. He didn't know the score.
coaches make video breakdowns for us, where they show us clips from our game and make us figure out why each clip is either negative or positive. It takes me about an hour to write it all out, but I think it's worth the effort.
We correct, then we collect. We correct during practice. When you see someone out of position in practice, you tell them. You tell them so that they know, so that they improve. You tell them that they aren't in help side or that they didn't box out correctly during practice so that your coach knows that you know. You correct during practice so that your team becomes a better team and you become a better player and your coach knows exactly what you know. But during the games, you collect. No, you don't tell them that they're out of help side. You drive and you score on them. No, you don't tell them that they're not boxing out correctly. You get that rebound and you score on them. During practice, we correct. During games, we collect.
Never gonna be with them, never gonna eat with them, ain't no shopping sprees with them, never gonna be with them, I'm never gonna eat with them, sprees with them, I'm never gonna eat again, I'm never gonna be with them, never gonna be with them, never gonna eat with them, ain't no shopping sprees with them, never gonna be with them, I'm never gonna eat with them, sprees with them, I'm never gonna eat again. I'm never gonna be with you.
There is just a feeling that this might be right for us, for you and me. There is just a look, I think this might be right for us, for you and me. There is just a feeling that this might be right for us,
ain't no showing squeeze with you. Never gonna be with you.
There is just a look, I think this might be right for us.
The U.S. has many more mass shooters than the rest of the world. More than 1 per every 10 million people between 1998 and 2012. No other continent comes even close.
I'm never gonna eat again. I'm never gonna be with you.
There is just a feeling that this might be right for us, for you and me. There is just a look, I think.
Straight, bud.
Our playbook is online, since we spend far more time developing our skills in practice. This part is more on our own than anything. The plays are animated though, so that's cool. Slow down. No need to get angry now. We got this. We didn't realize we were making memories. We just knew we were having fun.
Because of the HIV virus that I have attained, I will have to retire from the Lakers today.
Every possession counts.
In basketball, you're in a small room with one door. On the other side of that door is college. The thing is, on the other side of town, there are players growing up without any money, and their door is locked. Their only choice is to tear down that door. So they're gonna do it, and you're gonna do it. But come around 9th grade, 10th grade, there's a fire in that room. And at any point in time, you can just turn the knob to go to college. But they cannot. And the fire keeps coming and coming. So for you, it'll get harder and harder to tear down that door because you know you can just open the door up anytime that you want. And one day you will. One day you'll give up your dream. But for them, where their door is locked, they won't give up because they can't give up. So they will scratch and claw and punch and kick that door until that door falls, if that door falls. So when it comes down to a loose ball on the floor during a game between you and them, that's why they go so hard. So the trick is, no matter what your circumstances are, you pretend that that door is locked. No matter how much the fire comes, no matter how the fire ever comes your way, you pretend that door is locked.
Boys.
So the trick is, no matter what your circumstances are, you pretend that that door is locked. No matter how the fire ever comes your way, you pretend that door is locked.
We get to do agility and ability combines, just like the pros. They measure our vertical jump, speed, shooting efficiency, and a bunch more stuff to give us a score that ranks among everyone else who's done the combine before.
Children, raising children. She was pregnant in middle school.
The Chinese bamboo requires sunlight, water, fertile soil, and nourishment on a daily basis, or it dies. It doesn't grow 1 inch for the first 5 years, but then grows to 90 feet over the next 5 weeks. Skill development is similar in that it's instant gratification versus the long-term payoff. So have patience and be sure to feed it every day.
It seems everything good and magical happens between the months of June and August. Still, some days I wish I could go back in life. Not to change anything, but just to feel a few things twice.
Okay, so they're beating us. They're pressing us. We can't break their press. You know what we're gonna do? Press them. Press them as hard as we can. Maybe it'll help us get back in the game. But really, we're pressing them to learn how to break a press. Then we watch them as we try to press them as hard as we can. And everything that they do, we do upon the next time. And hopefully they don't pull off that press, no matter how much they start beating us. Because we want to keep learning. So when they pressure us, we pressure them right on back.
Get up. Let's pressure them more than they're pressuring us.
Today, 65% of American adults and nearly all teenagers play video games. And since their beginnings, video games have come with an implicit assumption that they're probably doing something bad to us.
They've got camps in the summer that focus on fun. There's stuff to learn too, but I think the main thing they want us to learn is to have fun while playing the game. I've definitely already got that.
Is it jealousy or is it love? Is it just me or is it fluff? Haters look you straight in your eyes, say you fly, laying crooked with a lie. Why hater? I'm greater, I'm greater. See my favorite Taylor shrimp stitched to my heart. Pacemaker quick on her eyes, Mr. Baker, no lights. I'm a generator, now or later, love is labor, ain't ready to work. Fade back, take, but leave me alone. Catch me in the zone, never feeling overthrown. Can't love this high. Fly like a drone, can't play my character. It's something I own. Where was your love at home? It ain't love if you throwing stones. I'ma rep my God till I'm gone. Love is an action, some of y'all don't. Still give you love, though I know you won't. Fake lover with jealousy, am I wrong? Is it jealousy or is it love? Is it just me? Or is it jealousy? If you love me, let me hear it. If it's jealousy, let me hear it. One love is the Uno games played when the draw is a no-no. I say hi, you say hello, where's the love in that? Black 50 shades of death, black 50 shades on my back. Hate that, hit me now, hand out, love them out. Can't speak love, death in your mouth. Love who I am, man, with a stance. No need to be jealous or acting reckless. Hate me now, after this you love me to heaven.
Connor, we love you and are proud of you no matter what, but the hard work you're putting in is legendary, regardless of what comes of it. Love, Mom and Dad.
I used to think of basketball as only games, but now I enjoy so much more about it. With that said, the games are still the best part. Practice means so much more now, and social media and what people think about me means so much less.
My favorite story of the week. Kevin Durant is potentially using what they call a burner Twitter account to defend himself to fans on Twitter.
The most fun part about this whole deal is that we travel to other states to play against the best players in the country. Playing against those locally is cool too, but I love playing the best because then I know exactly how much work I still need to do.
Aimed at understanding the impact of social media on adolescent brains is already showing fascinating results.
Robert Johnson was a guitarist/singer who was laughed off stage for being so bad. A year later, he returned to immediately be considered one of the greatest blues artists to ever live. It was said he sold his soul to the devil, when obviously he just worked extremely hard. Putting in such an effort is so rare that even magical tales seem more credible.
Here we go. Now it's my time. I figured out that failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of success. And what's the point of being alive if you don't at least try to do something remarkable? That's me, Connor Rush, and one day I'm gonna play in the NBA.